18, Mojo Jojo. 2, Allison Chains. 20, Crazy Diva. 201, Baby. 204, Hippie Longstocking. 22, Daisy Jukes. 257, Reno. 28, Death Down Under. 71, Sunny Days. 8, Abriza Wins. And 93, Razor.
And the Angel City Derby Groms, the Grom Shells. Number 3, Dizzy Izzy. 1751, No Patience. 2000, Zoe Destroyer. Number 310, Desmanian Devil. Number 362, Gravy. Number 4, Punky Bruiser. Number 408, Bitter Glitter. Number 52, Squash Bob Skate Pants. 664, Psycho. Number 79, Little Regulator. Number 8, Monkey Mess. Number 805, Helen Killer. And number 98, Misfit.
All right, so out there on the track, we got Reno getting around. He is your lead jammer for this first jam of the game today. Trying to fight his way through that red pack.
Dizzy Izzy through on the initial pass for the Grom Shells.
All right, looks like at the end of that jam, number 03 for red, that's Dizzy Izzy, was sent to the box. So this is going to be a power start for Daisy Jukes.
Daisy Jukes quick to the outside. Gets a little bump coming around turn number 1. Quickly recycles back onto the track. Jumping in front, no pass, no penalty though, so Daisy Jukes does not have lead jam. Daisy Jukes through on a scoring point. That's a count for 5 in the sky. Dizzy Izzy now back on the track. Daisy Jukes through for another 5-point scoring pass.
Dizzy Izzy still fighting her way. Tried to get past those last 2 blockers. Couldn't quite make it. It's getting recycled all the way to the back.
Both skaters recycling around turn number 2. Now back on the track. Dizzy Izzy cutting the track penalty. 30 seconds of penalty time for Angel City. FoCo through for another 5 points. Daisy Jukes, center of the track, weaving back and forth. Splits right through the middle, coming around turn 1. One more skater to beat through for another 5 points. 15 points on the jam so far. That's a 20 points on this jam for Daisy Jukes. Daisy Jukes reverse skate on the back stretch, gets forced off to the inside, has to recycle back around turn 2. Dizzy Izzy exploded out of the penalty box and got an initial pass complete, but is not the lead jammer. We do not have a lead jammer, so we're going to go the full 2 minutes. Another 5 points on the board by Daisy Jukes. FoCo with a 25-point jam. Next whistle is going to start the jam. That jam is going to feature Reno once again for FoCo. Power start again. Ramon penalties for the jammers for Angel City. So far the story.
Reno finally making his way out. He's going to be your lead jammer for this one. Getting a little bit of offensive help to try and get past that red wall out there.
Nice three-wall put together by Angel City, but Reno's able to solve it on the inside of turn number 3. That's going to count for 5 points. Reno goes airborne, but tapped a skate on the inside. That's going to have a recycle back around turn 3. Jumps back on the track. Reno, no pass, no penalty, but gets diverted again. Psycho forcing the call off there by Reno, but this time coming into jam number 4. Both sides are going to be at full jammer strength.
You have to go find that guy.
Gravy, number 362, taking on Daisy Jukes, number 22 for the FoCo Spartans.
Both jammers fighting very hard, trying to get through those walls. One of them's getting a little broken up. The other one's still pretty solid.
Daisy Jukes once again gets through, but does not have the lead jam position. No pass, no penalty on the initial pass. So that lead jam position is still open, and now taken by Angel City. Gravy's got the lead jammer position. She's going to tap the hips and call off the jam, stopping any chance of scoring for FoCo. On a quick jammer rotation, Reno back on the jam line for FoCo. Take it on, number 98, that's Misfit. Misfit takes a peek to the outside. Reno exploding around turn number 1, lead jammer.
Misfit finally squeezing her way through one of those gaps. She's out as well, on her way around to start scoring some points.
Reno right through the middle of the pack, untouched for 4 points, taps the hips and calls off the jam. Ladies and gentlemen, want to give a quick shout out to some of our vendors. This time we've got S1 Helmet Company over by track number 1. Go say hello to the folks from S1.
Looks like FoCo does have the lead. That's number 22, Daisy Jukes. On her way around to start scoring some points. Makes her way through that wall of red. Scoring 5 points on that last one.
Monkey Mess on the front stretch, trying to get past a 4-wall put together by FoCo. Monkey Mess redirected to the inside, finally gets that initial pass complete while Daisy Jukes comes around turn number 2. Putting 4 points on the scoreboard for FoCo before calling off the jam.
And we have a quick official timeout.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, want to say thank you to all of our sponsors. We'll start with a sponsor, Left Turn Clothing. Left Turn Clothing, uniforms that move you. There we go. We have an official timeout, which gives us some time to talk about some crazy, awesome things going on here at the Big O. On Sunday, you're going to have 2 MVP games, a men's MVP versus Team USA. That means MRDA teams will vote on one MVP blocker and jammer from each opposing team for each game played. And then these MVPs will play a 30-minute game against Team USA men on Sunday at 8 o'clock. Then the WFTDA teams will vote one MV player, blocker, and jammer for the opposing team of each game played. And these MVPs will play against Team USA for WFTDA. They will also play an exhibition bout for 30 minutes at 8:40. That's happening on Sunday.
All right, that's Psycho out there for the lead for the Grom Shells.
First time Reno was on the jam line and did not get lead jam for his side. Nice job by Psycho, but Reno right behind Psycho, forcing the call off. Two points on the board for Angel City. That brings their total up to 4. 21 minutes to go, 52-4. Sunny days on the jam line for FoCo.
And Helen Keller out there for the Grom Shells.
Believe it's the first jam for Sunny Days.
I believe it's first jam for Helen Keller as well. Oh, sorry. Helen Killer.
Killer.
Ah.
Way tougher sounding. Helen Killer explodes over the top of a blocker. Going chest to chest against a pivot swing through. Helen Killer lead jammer.
Sunny Days going to the penalty box. She was issued a back block.
Helen Killer knocked to the inside by Crazy Diva. Has to recycle back by the jam line. Now Helen Killer looks to the outside, skates around, cuts to the inside. A Crazy Diva gets through for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the sky. Helen Killer through on the power jam. Another 5 points registered. Tap it in the hips. They calling off the jam. That's going to put Angel City into a power start situation coming up into jam number 9. The Grom Shells with a power start. Number 310, Desmanian Devil jamming for the Grom Shells. Number 71 is Sunny Days jamming for FoCo. Desmanian Devil coming around turn 1 with a 4-wall in front of her. FoCo doing a great job of slowing down her progress. But Desmanian Devil finds room on the outside to get lead jammer for Angel City.
Yeah, FoCo out there just did a panty pass, so Reno is now the jammer for FoCo.
My bad. I forgot. Give him a heads up.
On the jam line for Angel City, that is number 8, Monkey Mess. Going up against number 28 from FoCo, that is Death Down Under.
Death Down Under with a nice little move there on the outside line. She's going to be your lead jammer. Heading around, starting to score some points.
Monkey Best with a 2-wall going chest to chest against Daisy Jukes. Gets forced to the inside on a hit by Crazy Diva. On the inside, it was Death Down Under getting popped for a cut the track penalty. That means it's power jam for Angel City, Monkey Mess. Knocked off the track on the outside, has to recycle back to the jam line. Monkey Mess was considering making a star pass, and now that has been completed. Number 98, Misfit, called with an illegal procedure. Monkey Mess dropped the starred helmet cover on the floor during the exchange. Misfit picked up the starred helmet cover. Not allowed to do that. It has to be a clean exchange from jammer to pivot in order to complete that pass. So a illegal procedure was called. Monkey Mess still the jammer on record for Angel City. Power Jam extinct now. Death Down Under back on the track. Nice 180 backward skate coming around the apex by Death Down Under. That's going to count for 5 points.
Monkey Mess fighting hard, manages to get out of that pack right before that jam got called off. Looks like we got a pivot start here. Everybody up at that front line, letting those jammers get a little bit of speed getting into this pack. Got Reno working his way up that inside line, manages to get lead. He's going to be cruising on his way around. Meanwhile, Red Jammer 664 Psycho just got recycled. She's working her way through the front, got through that outside. She is out of the pack, starting her way around to score some points.
Reno coming on through and putting 4 points up on the scoreboard. Taps the hip stick, calls off the jam quickly. The Tasmanian Devil, that's a new word. The Tasmanian Devil for A-list.
And it's going to be number 22, Daisy Jukes out there for the FoCo Spartans.
Tasmanian gets knocked off the track over at the turn 1-2 apex, has to recycle. Looking to reposition in the middle. Daisy Jukes through for lead jammer for FoCo. Nice move quick to the outside. Daisy Jukes for 5 points.
Tasmanian Devil trying to hold that line on that outside, but couldn't quite make it, getting recycled.
Cut track penalty on number 362. That was Gravy going to the penalty box for Angel City. Star pass completed to number 98. Now Misfit is your jammer on record for Angel City. While Daisy Juke gets knocked off the track after putting another 3 points on the scoreboard for FoCo. 13 minutes, 30 seconds to go. FoCo 82, Angel City 17.
Like we got a timeout called by Angel City.
Radar Wheels, ladies and gentlemen, one of the great sponsors of the 2016 Big O tournament. Go visit the Radar booth and register to win a free set of all new Radar Halo wheels. While we're sitting on a timeout for Angel City, let's talk about a couple of the fun facts from the Big O tournament. There are 39 teams here at the tournament, 17 WFTDA plus 4 B teams. There are 9 MRDA teams, 5 junior teams like you're seeing here, plus both men's and women's Team USA, and 2 modified contact junior teams. 39 teams going to be strapping it on and playing roller derby for your entertainment and their enjoyment.
I sure hope so. It looks like they're all these JRDA skaters out here are having a lot of fun. Reno's going to be starting this one for FoCo out there, and he's finding his way through the front of this pack, trying to get past those red blockers.
Helen Killer is jamming for Angel City, but she can't seem to get through. Okay, pop it out. There's the initial pass completed by Helen Killer, but Reno is the lead jammer. He's in a scoring position coming around turn 2 in a fast-moving pack. Looks like a race coming around turn 3. Reno forced to call off the jam, neither side putting any points on the scoreboard.
For a minute there, they were going pretty dang fast. It almost looked like it was a little bit of USARs in with your JRDA bout here today.
Number 28, Death Down Under for FoCo, taking on number 79. That's Lil Regulator.
And Lil Regular with a nice inside move there, doing a hop and a skip and a jump, and she's through. She's going to be your lead jammer.
Lil Regulator, the captain of Angel City. Lots of room on the outside, gets through for 4 points. Death Down Under looking to put some points on the board for FoCo. Failure to reform penalty on number 310, Desmanian Devil. 4 points registered at the whistle by FoCo. Angel City put 8 up on the board that jam, doubling up the points total from FoCo. A-list still trailing the Spartans, 86-25. We got 11 minutes to go in period number 1. On the jam line, Reno for the Spartans.
And for Angel City, that's going to be 664 Psycho. Both jammers jumping out of the pack almost simultaneously.
Nice hit there by Psycho, forcing Reno off of the track. Now it's a backward skate. Psycho's going to see how far Reno's going to follow around the track. Wait for the pack to come up. Psycho's going to stay right there and hopefully try to get Reno trapped behind the pack, but it didn't work out. And then Psycho got forced off here in turn number 4. Number 98, Misfit, jamming for Angel City, taking on 077. That's Cherry Bomb, first time on the jam line for the Spartans. Misfit, your lead jammer.
Again, very fast-paced pack out here today. Both teams trying to fight for the front of that pack.
Looks like a speed skating competition out here with these juniors flying around the track.
I hope everybody's keeping track of how many laps they skated.
27-5 complete.
Yeah, right. My coach always told me if I do 20 in 3, then I can stop at 3. I haven't quite made it there yet. 20 and 3 is my goal to beat, but I'll get there. I'll get there one of these days.
My goal is to do 20 without falling down.
Ah, see, that's a very good start right there. Jam is going. We had a little bit of a stall. Reno evaluating the situation.
Little regulator pushing up at turn number 1 against a 3-wall. Both skaters coming through simultaneously, but Little Regulator gets lead jammer for Angel City.
Track cut was given to Reno on that one, so he's going to be sitting in the sin bin.
Captain of the Angel City A-listers, Little Regulator, through for 5 points. That's a grand slam.
That was very nice job by Angel City, giving a little bit of offensive help there. And
Nice
doing
from
it
the
yet
outside.
again, yeah.
Backward skate around turn 1, Little Regulator, another 5 points.
Very nice. That was almost planned out. She twirled right into the middle of the 3 blockers, then spun back out of it and got through. Very nice job.
Little Regulator taps the hips coming around turn 2 to trap Reno in the penalty box. Angel City looking at a power start. Psycho going to be the only jammer on the track for the very first seconds of this jam.
Score update after that one there. We got Angel City at 50, FoCo Spartans at 91. Angel City starting to close up this gap. Still got a lot of derby to play.
Psycho's got some room coming around the apex of turn 1 and 2 to get lead jammer. Reno back on the track, engaged with the pack, slips through the center on the initial pass. Here comes Psycho, approaching a quick moving pack. Swinging around the outside, calling off the jam after registering, wait for it, 4 points.
Looks like we got an official timeout.
That means we can read about sponsors. Travel Lane County. Need a map of the area or suggestions on where to eat, where to get a brew? Visit Travel Lane County's booth in the lobby for local information. Also, Roller Derby Solutions. Get your league on track so you can focus on skating. That's Roller Derby Solutions. Next whistle is going to start the jam. Number 22 for the Spartans, Daisy Dukes. Taking on number 98 from the A-listers, that's Misfit. Quickly explode to the outside. Misfit picks up the lead jam position for A-list. Daisy Dukes right on Misfit's tail, coming around 3 and 4. Misfit gets knocked down to one knee and calls off the jam. A back block penalty assessed to Daisy Jukes at the whistle. That means it's going to be a power start for Psycho and the A-list. Psycho knocked to the outside of turn 1, has to recycle almost all the way back to the jam line behind Baby. This time Psycho's going to try the inside to see if that works. No room at the end there. Now Psycho's going to have to reevaluate. A little lateral movement, gets pushed back to the inside by number 71. Nice job by the Spartans killing that penalty. As Daisy Jukes is back on the track and flying through the center.
Nice shot.
Daisy Jukes is the lead jammer.
Nice job by those Spartans blockers being able to eat up that whole penalty and allowing their jammer to come out of that box and get lead jammers. So Daisy Jukes fighting her way through this pack. All right, up on the line for this next one, we got 79 Little Regulator for Angel City. We got Reno again out there for Fort Collins.
Quick step to the outside, and Reno gets lead jammer established for the Spartans. Little Regulator makes the initial pass completed for the A-list. A quick peek over his shoulder, and Reno gets 4 points, calls off the jam. 3.5 minutes to go, period number one. 99-57, the Spartans in front of the A-list. On the jam line, Dizzy Izzy for the A-list taking on the Spartans, Daisy Jukes.
And again, here's another pack up at the front line as opposed to towards the back, giving both jammers that chance to get a good roll up before they engage.
Daisy Jukes quickly takes advantage of the outside opening. Able to get through for lead jammer for the Spartans. Angel City initial pass completed as well by Dizzy Izzy. Daisy Jukes off the track, and Dizzy Izzy closing in quickly, forcing the call off.
Looks like up on the line for Angel City, we got number 362. That's going to be Gravy for them. And then out there for Fort Collins again is going to be Reno. Reno starting a little bit off that line before it actually starts.
Nice defensive work up front by Angel City, forcing Reno off the track. He's going to have to recycle all the way back by the jam line.
And that is going to be Gravy out there for lead jammer on this one for Angel City.
Reno coming in fast, forcing the call off by Gravy. 2 points awarded to Angel City before that call off. Got a great matchup now on the jam line. Psycho for Angel City taking on FoCo's Daisy Jukes. Not Jay-Z Dukes, but
Jay-Z Dukes.
Daisy Jukes.
I'll have to remember that one. All right, little jammer on jammer action there right off the start line. Now they're going to be fighting their way through their respective walls.
Daisy Jukes knocked to the inside, is going to have to recycle on the front stretch while Psycho gets through. Lead jammer locked up for Angel City. Psycho goes to the inside apex, gives a little hop, skip, and a jump, but did do a little toe tap on the infield, so gonna have to go ahead and recycle. Looks like a low block penalty on Daisy Jukes. So it's power jam time for Psycho and Angel City. Psycho calling off the jam, get a fresh set of legs out there for the power jam. And that's going to come in the form of Dizzy Izzy for Angel City. But that power jam's gonna have to wait until period number 2. Because, ladies and gentlemen, we are at halftime. 99 for FoCo Spartans, 61 for the Angel City A-List.
A lot of very impressive people in roller derby.
This was definitely a proud moment for me, wearing the black, white, and red.
I care about this thing more than I care about any other article of clothing in my wardrobe.
This represents to me like 7 years of blood, sweat, and tears.
Glitter is fun and hardcore. I've learned that it's hardcore.
My uniform is always in pristine condition.
My truck is purple, my shoes are purple, my underwear are purple.
It takes a lot of drive and a lot of passion to keep going in roller derby.
Sometimes when you play roller derby, you're just kind of like, why am I doing this? This is so weird.
I just can't imagine that I'd get more kicks like playing golf than I do hitting a you know? Feels good.
My name is Rachel Rotten.
My name is Midge Wilhelm.
I'm Fifi Nomenon.
I'm Jackie Daniels.
My name's Steph Maney.
Hi, I'm Scald Eagle.
And S1.
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 And S1 is part of my uniform.
A clear path through the pack almost never exists. So we fight and make our own.
The Arius Platinum is packed with new features. Reinforced toe section. Increased toe stop clamping power. Winged truck with split cushion design for easy assembly and installation. The new Arius Platinum, performance redefined.
I love teamwork when it comes naturally, and it's almost like your teammate is an extension of your own body. That anticipation, where you've worked cerebrally through strategy and skills, and suddenly you're out there in a game and it all comes naturally because you know each other. I love that.
So when I first went into Fast Girl Skates, it was like being a kid in a candy shop.
I skate on the Antic AR1 boot with Crazy Venus plates and Atom B-Rod wheels.
As I've grown as a skater, Fast Girl has also helped my skates to grow with me.
What's your favorite thing that you got at the store?
Probably my gear. I'm Doubled Megs, and I'm a Fast Girl.
I'm Vex Factor, and I'm a Fast Girl.
I'm a Salted Peanut, and I'm a Fast Girl.
I'm Afro Jamra, and I'm a Fast Girl.
You can be a Fast Girl, too.
Skaters, lost your mouth guard? Hit this. Time for an upgrade? Hit this. New to Derby and not sure where to start? Hit this. We are Derby owned and operated with 6 years of experience. Hit This Derby Gear can hook you up with skates, gear, and honest advice based on your skating style and individual needs. Visit us at our store in Salem, Oregon, or online at www.hitthisderbygear.com. Whether you are a new or veteran skater, before you hit the track, hit this.
Hi folks, Scald Eagle here. Have you had a chance to take a look at the new Bonk Quadstar skate? The boots are ultra lightweight with no break-in period and are great for skaters with skinnier ankles. They also have a 100% Australian full-grain leather outer and a completely heat-moldable hand-laid fiberglass base. Get that premium performance without the premium price tag. Boom. Come over to the Bomb booth right now and check out this rad new skate.
At Roller Derby Athletics, we take the guesswork out of off-skate training so you can focus on being fierce. We help you transform your game without a lot of time or equipment. With 5 training programs plus all-star memberships, there's an option to suit every athlete. And we train skaters worldwide with high-quality video instruction and online support. At Roller Derby Athletics, we empower you to be safe, strong, and unstoppable. Want to see for yourself? Sign up today for our free Basics Builder program. Roller Derby Athletics takes the guesswork out of off-skate training, helping you become safe, strong, and unstoppable. Here's what skaters from around the world are saying.
Lots of great advice and things that helped me after I broke my ankle and had
I've lost 90 pounds and discovered my A game.
Love that site and the
workouts.
rehab has been amazing. It's really worth the investment in her
Booty
programs.
Quake rocks. You won't regret the investment.
Want to see for yourself? Sign up today for our free Basics Builder program and transform your game with Roller Derby Athletics.
Hey, this is Dan from S1 Helmets. We're in the testing lab today testing helmets to see if they pass the Multiple Impact Certification Test. We're going to be testing 3 helmets today. There's a soft foam helmet with EVA foam and a terry cloth liner. There's a hockey helmet with triple density EVA foam. The S1 Lifer helmet with EPS Fusion foam. All 3 of these helmets are marketed as multiple impact helmets. We're going to test all of them today and see which ones actually pass the test. The multiple impact test is when we drop a helmet to achieve a velocity of 4.57 meters per second. This simulates a 10-mile-an-hour impact or a 4-foot drop. The same helmet is tested 3 times in the same location. The helmet must reduce the energy pulse to under 300 Gs each time. Anything over 300 Gs can result in a traumatic brain injury or a severe concussion. In summary, the soft foam helmet with EVA foam and the hockey helmet with triple density foam did not pass the multiple impact test. The S1 Lifer helmet with EPS Fusion foam did pass the multiple impact test.
You're going where? Whoop. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about 1 minute away from kicking off period number 2 with the FoCo Spartans and the Angel City A-list. Let's talk about penalties, Ramon. We got 2 skaters for FoCo and a little bit of penalty trouble. Number 22, Daisy Jukes has 4 penalties. Number 71, Sunny Days with 4 penalties. A total of 22 penalties for FoCo, and that's really what helped get Angel City back in the game. Angel City only 11 penalties. They've got 2 skaters with 3 penalties. And of the 11 penalties, 5 of those were for track cuts. So if Angel City gets their track cuts back into control, and if they can keep their jammer on the track, they're going to have a better opportunity to get back into this game.
Very true. There were several moments out here already in that first half where those jammers were getting those cut penalties, having to sit in that box and give a power jam up to the Angel City A-listers, allowing them to starting to close up this gap. Right now, we're sitting at, what, 30, 38 points between the two teams? That's what, one, maybe two good power jams? Right back in it.
The A-list is starting period number 2 off just like they wanted to on the power jam. Dizzy Izzy will be the jammer of record for Angel City. I think that the Spartans did a great job in that first period of adjusting their jammer rotation to better fit and give them the advantage after the first 2 rounds of rotation, but then started putting players in the penalty box, doubling the total amount for Angel City, and that's how Angel City got back into this game.
And that's exactly how they've got the lead jam right now. Dizzy Izzy around there, already coming around to start scoring some points. Fighting our way through that wall of Spartans.
Great move there by Dizzy Izzy for 5 points up on the scoreboard for the A-list. Daisy jukes out of the box and gets initial pass completed, but not before another 4-point performance there by Dizzy Izzy. 9 points on the jam for AC. Only 29 points separating the two teams. Major pack advantage for the A-list as 2 blockers in the box for the Spartans. Reno jamming on the jam line for the Spartans, going up against number 98. That's Misfit.
Reno definitely doing some defensive blocking as a jammer, trying to help out his 2 fellow teammates to get that red jammer locked down. Couldn't quite do it, so she's going to be out there as your lead jammer. That's going to be 98, Misfit.
Some nice lateral footwork there by Misfit. Then quickly taps the hips and calls off the jam. Oh, they're getting a track cut penalty on the whistle for Misfit. So as Misfit was calling the jam off, got the call off, but also got a cut track penalty. So that means it's power jam time for Reno, who's going to go back to back.
Yeah, the jammer was tapping her hips to call it off, but then saw Reno coming and decided to jump back on the track to try and prevent possible points, and ended up getting herself a track cut.
It's interesting there because you were probably going to get a penalty either way, either skating out of bounds or track cut. Either way was going to probably go bad for Misfit. Reno, though, going to take advantage of this power jam for the Spartans.
A-lister's hitting Reno out. He's going to be recycled, and he's going to have to try his luck again trying to get through this pack.
It was a pretty good hit there by Punky Bruiser on Reno, forcing that recycle on the back stretch, while Misfit back on the track, engaged in the pack. Initial pass completed. Reno calling off the jam.
Looks like the Spartans are going to have 007 Cherry Bomb out there jamming for them. And for Angel City, it's going to be Gravy. And again, I can't help but love these starts where they're up on that front line, allowing the jammers to get a nice little roll into the pack. You don't see it very often, but I just enjoy it.
Gravy's got a step to the inside, coming around turn number 3, lead jammer for the A-list.
Cherry Bomb doing a very nice work, slipping through a gap, making it through the pack on her initial pass.
Gravy listening to the coaching from the bench, quickly calling off the jam. Didn't get any points, but the Spartans were able to squeak one through. Oh, they're going to call it 2. Nice hustle there by Cherry Bomb.
Looks like we got Dizzy Izzy going up against Death Down Under, respectively Angel and Spartans out there.
Dizzy Izzy steps to the outside, avoids a hit, able to squeak through and get that lead jammer position for Angel City. Nice 2-wall coming around turn 3 by Baby. Now a 3-wall put together by the Spartans, slowing down Dizzy Izzy.
Dizzy Izzy scoring 5 points on that one and then calling it off. Didn't feel like giving Death Down Under a chance of scoring any points.
Crazy Diva jamming for the Spartans. Taking on Helen Killer from AC. Crazy Diva on the inside, lead jammer for the Spartans. FoCo trying to get back into a rhythm of lead jammer. Crazy Diva on the outside, falls down on the back stretch. Then blows right through. A block by Punky Bruiser calls the jam off from the backside.
4 points awarded to the Spartans on that one. 1 point awarded to Angel City. Looks like we got Reno out there again for the Spartans. Gonna start this one off.
Taking on Lil Regulator from the A-list. A nice hop, skip and a jump to the outside. Reno lead jammer.
Reno taking advantage of that other jammer not being able to get out, trying to get around that track as fast as he can, take advantage of this. And he does so. He gets through that pack for 4 points, calls that one off. Looks like the A-listers have a new jammer out there. That's Zoe Destroyer going up against 201. That's Baby for the Spartans.
First time jamming for both of these jammers in this competition.
I always love that new dynamic, realizing that your usual jammers are getting tired and having these backups as like your reserves.
Trying to work some footwork on the outside, but Baby gets caught with a track cut. Zoe Destroyer on the power jam for AC. The A-list trying to put points up on the scoreboard. Zoe Destroyer coming around turn 3 and 4, stretching out a block by Crazy Diva.
And Zoe Destroyer there, Grand Slam awarded, 5 points to her. She's going to get some offensive help by her fellow teammates to get it through that 2-wall. Another 5 points to the A-listers.
10 points on the jam so far. Zoe Destroyer weaving through the center of a 4-wall. One skater to beat, able to complete that process. That's going to register 4 more points. Quickly approaching the pack and tapping the hips. Zoe Destroyer, 15 points on that jam. FoCo Spartans 114, Angel City A-listers 91. We've got 21 minutes to go in the second period.
A-listers doing a very nice job closing up this gap. spread was.
On the jam line for the A-list, it's number 8, Monkey Mess, taking on Reno once again for FoCo. And just like that, a back block penalty assessed to Monkey Mess. The Spartans on the power jam.
Reno finally making his way through that pack right before turn 3. He's going to be the lead jammer on this one, so it's going to be a power jam. Getting a little bit of offensive help from his fellow teammates.
Track cut penalty now on Reno. Reno passed the point of no return, which means he's going to have to make it all the way around the track before he enters the box. As soon as Reno sits down, that's going to release Monkey Mess. We no longer have a lead jammer, so we will go the full 2 minutes.
You got to love that full 2 minutes at Derby. Nobody getting to call it off early, just going for as many points as they can.
Monkey Mess with an opportunity to capitalize on this power jam. Able to make the first pass through. Now it's scoring time for the A-list. A-list going to transition from offense now to defense as Reno engages with the pack. Nice move to the outside, but a good block positionally there by the A-list as Reno tries to come around turn 1, steps out.
Reno coming out of that box manages to get through that pack for 4 points. Monkey Mess still trying to fight her way through that 4 wall up there, having a tough time. That's going to do it for our full 2 minutes on that jam. Looks like 3 points were awarded to Monkey Mess on that. We have a timeout called by the Spartans. Quick little powwow, talk about what's going on out there, what they're not quite doing to keep this lead as well, trying to do some quick adjustments. Looks like they're just going to shake it out, do a little bit of stretching.
It's a nice job here by the coach of the Spartans, identifying that maybe those athletes on the Spartan side are getting a little bit nervous about the shrinking lead. Going to calm things down, slow it down, have a good conversation, get everybody on the same page. Perfect time for a timeout, using those to get those athletes all on the same page.
Yeah, during this timeout, I'd like to give a quick shout out to Rydell Skates. Rydell Skates, unmatched quality, unmatched performance.
Ramon, you got to think Angel City has really hung in there and stayed mentally tough. Really turning this second period into an excellent competition.
They really are. They're starting to use all this stuff to their advantage. They're getting a lot of help from their fellow teammates with those offensive blocks, helping to get those jammers through. It's helping them out a lot, as you can see by that scoreboard.
And Daisy Jukes now on the jam line going up against number 98. That's Misfit. Daisy Jukes in a little bit of penalty trouble with 5. We'll see if Daisy can stay out of the box. Misfit through is lead jammer for the A-list. Nice block by Psycho on Daisy Jukes coming around turn 3. Awesome 4 wall put together by the A-list. Skating out of bounds is the call on Psycho. Is it on Psycho?
Maybe. I don't know. There was 2 penalties assessed. There's 2 people going to the box.
I believe the skating out of bounds went to Daisy Jukes.
I believe so as well.
What I do know is it's power jam for the A-list, and Misfit just put points on the scoreboard. That's 4 more into the lead of the Spartans.
And again, Misfit getting a lot of help from her fellow teammates out there, trying to get past those Spartan blockers. She's going to call that one off. She managed to pass every one of those other teammates, awarding her 5 points on that last one.
Spartans with an official review request. I'll go find out what's going on.
Good idea. For all of you out there tweeting it up, live tweets at ECRG or the Twitter name at ECRG_the big O. Use one of those if you want to get your feedback, your info, your enthusiasm for all these teams out here. If you want to get that live streamed on their actual feed, just throw an at ECRG_the big O. Or if you like using hashtags, just use hashtag Big O 2016 or even hashtag Best of Big O 2016.
The yellow team is challenging the out-of-bounds block call on the yellow jammer.
I was going to announce the Welcome thing, but since juniors can actually they kind of have their own little, I figured I couldn't announce it. They don't really have that.
The call stands, and yellow does not retain their official review.
All right, so that's going to end that official review. Next whistle is going to start us back with this next jam. Looks like it's Zoe Destroyer out there jamming for the A-listers, going up against Reno for the Spartans. Both jammers getting recycled. Zoe Destroyer trying to get through this front wall, getting a little bit of help by Psycho on that outside line. Switches to the in, and she is going to be your lead jammer for the A-listers.
Outstanding offensive block by Psycho.
That really is how these A-listers are changing around this game right now. They're using their blockers not just for blocking defensively, but blocking offensively, managing to get her through.
A-list looking for a track cut penalty against Reno there. Didn't get the call. But what they did get is another 5 points on the scoreboard. Ladies and gentlemen, 118 to 108, 10 points separating these two incredible teams right now. Make some noise for Junior Flat Track Roller Derby.
All right, starting off this next one, we got 362. That's Gravy out there for the A-listers. And number 28, Death Down Under for the Spartans. Death Down Under managing to make it through first. She's going to be a lead jammer for this jam.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Death Down Under jumps back up and is able to get back to the bench. That's incredible to see.
Yeah, as much as you like trying to hit down the other person, try to stop them the best you can, you never want to intentionally hurt anybody. It's never fun seeing a down skater. Glad to see that she got up and she's okay, sitting on the bench. Hopefully she'll be back out there in a little bit.
On the jam line now for the A-list, it is Psycho taking on Cherry Bomb from the FoCo Spartans. Nice move on the inside by Cherry Bomb. Lead jammer status for the Spartans.
Psycho still trying to fight her way through that yellow wall, having a little bit of a tough time. They're helping brace each other. Cherry Bomb getting hit up to the outside. She's going to be recycled to the back of that pack. Very nice dip on that outside line by Psycho, right underneath all those hips of those coming in blocks. She made it through. Jam gets called off.
It's a really impressive and veteran move there by Psycho to get the shoulders below the hips of the opposing skater and use that leverage to slip around. The level of skating for these JRDA teams is just incredible, and the future of roller derby in this country is strong.
Yes, I'm going to have to ask her about some quick tips on how to do that dip thing. I'm kind of a big guy. I feel like I might be able to get it.
Dizzy Izzy jamming for the A-list, taking on Reno from the Spartans. Reno slips through a crack on the inside and gets that lead jammer locked up for the Spartans.
Nice job by Dizzy Izzy there on that inside line, managing to get through the pack. 4 points awarded to Reno on that pass. Realized that he was right next to the other jammer. Didn't want to give up any more points. Called that one off.
This jam pairing is going to have Cherry Bomb from the Spartans taking on the A-list Lil Regulator, number 79 in red. Cherry Bomb getting some lateral work in, trying to not tip the hand of which direction Cherry Bomb's going to go at the whistle. Tries to take a peek on the inside and gets forced off the track by Gravy. Little Regulator going up against a two-wall of the Spartans. Little quick step over the apex. Little Regulator lead jammer.
Very nice tight footwork there on that inside line, really making sure that she kept her feet in bounds. Manages to get that lead jammer. She's going to be still fighting her way through this pack, starting to score some points. Meanwhile, Cherry Bomb still trying to get through this pack on her initial pass. A-lister's doing a great job holding her up, slowing her down, keeping her speed away from her. And that's going to be 5 points for the A-listers.
Cherry Bomb hands the starred helmet cover off to number 28. That is Death Down Under. Six points put on the board by Angel City. 129-114, 12 minutes to go, period number 2. Reno on the jam line for the Spartans, taking on Misfit, number 98 in red for the Angel City A-list.
I'd like to take a little quick note and just to realize that nobody has gotten a penalty for a very long time. Both teams are skating very clean, very tough, doing the best to get their jammers through, trying to score some points. Reno takes advantage of some openings. He's going to be the lead jammer on this one for the Spartans.
Misfit pushing up against Baby, trying to break a crack in the wall put together by the Spartans. Wow, Reno flashes around turn 4 for 5 in the sky. A nice bridge by the Spartans at the jam line, keeping Misfit at bay while Reno puts another 5 points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, those Spartan blockers doing a great job holding up Misfit, not really letting her through, allowing Reno to get around scoring some points on this one. Reno doing a good job trying to make these blockers miss him. As he does so, he gets a 5-point grand slam.
No patience now. The jammer as Misfit hands the start helmet cover off. Reno has decided that enough points were registered by the Spartans. Will call off the jam. Jam number 16 in the books. Back to a 30-point lead for the Spartans.
That was a very nice 20-point jam there by Reno. Getting those all-natural 5-point grand slams. Timeout being called by the Spartans.
Quick timeout there by the Spartans. We'll see if that was done to maybe change up the jammer rotation, get a little bit of wind, or if there's some strategy that they want to employ for the next 10 minutes. Already got that 15-point jam there by Reno, extending the lead to 30 points. We saw that Angel City has the kind of fight and the kind of dexterity to get back into this.
They definitely do. And little note that I've noticed, they haven't used any of their timeouts yet. So they still have 2 timeouts and an official review to really slow down that clock when it comes towards the end of this bout here. This is going to be very close. It's going to be right up to that last jam. They're not going to give up for a second.
I want to talk about some of our sponsors, including Sin City Skates. Over 25 combined years of on-track derby experience. Please go check out sincityskates.com.
All right. That's going to do it for that timeout. Next jam out here, we got 71. That's Sunny Days for the Spartans. And Dizzy Izzy for the A-listers.
Dizzy Izzy with some room on the inside, but gets redirected by Crazy.
Looks like a track cut was given to Sunny Days. She's going to sit in the box. So this is going to be a power jam for Dizzy Izzy. Let's see if they can close up this gap that Reno just put so much effort into opening.
Dizzy Izzy able to get past all 3 blockers on the track for the Spartans. Awarded 5 points on that pass. Dizzy Izzy asking for their blockers to get moving. Nice 360 spin coming around turn 1. Dizzy Izzy 5 points.
Dizzy Izzy not getting any help anymore from her blockers because the other jammer, Sunny Days, was released from the box. Izzy still managed to get through that pack. 4 points awarded to her. She called it off. Closing up that gap yet still again. We got Angel City 128, Spartans 144.
16 points separating these 2 incredibly talented teams as we are coming up on 8.5 minutes to go. Period number 2. Reno on the jam line for the Spartans. Taking on number 362 in red. That is Gravy.
And Reno, nice job with a little jam to the middle, then opened up a gap for himself on the outside there, jumped outside and got lead jammer. Is going to come around and start scoring some points. Gravy is still trying to fight her way through that Spartan wall.
Nice step through the middle of the pack by Reno. He gets awarded 5 points on that pass.
Reno getting by on that outside line with a little sidestep, making sure that any of those blockers coming at him would have a very hard time trying to hit him. Manages to get a 5-point grand slam. Still trying to fight through this pack. Does so again, gets another 5 points up on the board.
Still over 50 seconds to go in this jam, and Reno already has put 15 on the scoreboard for the Spartans.
Gravy has finally managed to get out of that pack, so she's going to be coming around starting to score some points. Reno makes it through one more time, scores 4 points, and calls that one off.
Baby got called for a direction of gameplay penalty at the whistle, so a slight pack advantage for Angel City as we go into jam number 19. A wonderful 19-point jam put together by the Spartans. Crazy Diva on the jam line for the Spartans, taking on number 79. That's Lil Regulator. Quickly out in front, Lil Regulator has lead jammer for the A-list.
And a track cut is called on Crazy Diva. She is going to go to the box. In the meantime, we got Little Regulator scoring 5 points on that last pass around, getting a little whip there. Didn't get in trouble because it was a no pass, no penalty. That Spartan blocker that did manage to bump her to get her out of bounds, went out of bounds as well, so she's okay on that one. She doesn't get that point, but she is not in the box, so that's the important part. Again, these A-listers, jammers and blockers doing very good jobs at not getting sent to that box, realizing how crucial it is. 5 points awarded to Lil Regulator. Psycho getting sent to the box.
Crazy Diva out of the penalty box, back on the track, engaged with the pack. Gets that initial pass completed. Lil Regulator knocked off the track, tapping the hips, calling off the jam.
Getting an extra 3 points on that.
17-point jam for Lil Regulator. The A-listers, 18 points separating these two teams. Jam after jam right now looks like a Rocky Balboa fight where these haymakers keep getting thrown and you think they're going to put them on, and then
Very
they just
much.
respond and come right back with another haymaker of their own.
All right, looks like the Spartans are going to take their last time out. Assess what's going on the track. They only have 2 blockers out there to start this next one. Of course, they're going to have Reno out there jamming for him. He's been doing very well today, getting past these A-lister walls, using his edges to his advantage, and his acceleration has been doing awesome out there. But again, they're going to be starting at a big disadvantage, only having 2 blockers out there on the track.
All right, another sponsor information sharing time. Clean bearings, check. Taped elbow pads, check. Yoga mat, check. Take care of your most important piece of gear. That's you. With yoga for skaters by a skater. Find out more at flatmatyoga.com.
All right, that's going to be the end of that timeout. Next whistle you hear is going to start this next jam.
As indicated, a slight pack advantage right now for the A-listers. Both skaters exploding off the jam line like a pack of turtles. Dizzy Izzy gets knocked off the track and gets in behind Reno. Dizzy Izzy lead jammer.
Reno not wasting any time. He as well got through that pack, so they are both done with their initial pass. Looks like we got all the blockers out there again. 2 that were in the box got released back out there. Very fast-paced pack on that one. Dizzy Izzy trying to run her way through to get as many points as you can, but didn't want to risk it and called that one off.
No points awarded for either tied.
Looks like we got Reno doing back-to-back jams as the jammer, going up against Little Regulator for the A-listers. Reno manages to get by on that inside line, is going to get lead jammer. Little Regulator still fighting her way through that pack. Going up against some nicely braced walls. Reno getting by that pack, going to call that one off, knowing that that other jammer had also already got through on their initial.
167 for the Spartans. The A-list have 145. 2.5 minutes to go in period number 2. Death down under on the jam line for the Spartans. The A-list have put out Psycho. Next whistle is going to start the jam. Both teams at full strength. Death down under, knocked to the outside, is going to have to recycle back around turn 4. Lead jammer Psycho.
A-listers still giving Death Down Under a good fight to try and get through this pack. She has gotten out that front. Initial pass is completed. Looks like A-listers jammer is going to be in the box. So this is going to be, it was going to be a power jam. And then Death Down Under managed to get a penalty. So Psycho is going to be released out of the box. Death Down Under is only going to spend the amount of time that Psycho spent, which was very short. So both jammers back out there on the track. This is going to be a full 2-minute jam. Time to start racking up some points. We got Psycho who just earned 5. Breezed on by that inside. Psycho earned another 4 points. Death on Honor got hit to the outside. She's getting recycled. Meanwhile, Psycho dips to that outside line again, gets another 5-point grand slam awarded to Psycho. Psycho by again, yeah.
A track cut call on Death Down Under. That means Psycho is going to continue to have an opportunity to put points on the board for Angel City.
And right now is the perfect time to do it. Let's see if Psycho can do it. That's the end of that jam.
Angel City quickly calling a timeout.
Very quickly.
Only 15 seconds left on the game clock. Angel City has shortened the gap. We're 4.
That's 4.
I want to say 4, but I want to make sure that I don't get tricked by the scoreboard operator. That always happens as soon as I say.
Yes. Either way, it's a very close match. This next jam is going to determine who wins this game. It's always the best when it comes down to this. Both teams have been working very hard trying to win this game, and it all comes down to this, folks. This is going to be one last jam to determine who wins this first JRDA bout.
8 points separating
the
the A-list.
They changed it on
from
us. Yeah,
the Spartans. I knew they were going to do it, but still 8 points is not a very big lead when you're talking about flat track roller derby. We're going to get an official timeout. I think they want to make sure that everything is as accurate as possible going into this, what probably will be the final jam of the competition.
I would love to see another jam happen. We only got 18 seconds left on that scoreboard. 18 seconds left on that clock.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for these outstanding athletes who put on a heck of a show for you. I'm not sure I'm going to have a more fun time saying words about roller derby this weekend at the 2016 Big O tournament. Thank you so much, Spartans, and thank you so much, A-List, for doing so great. And it's not even over.
I know, it's not. I'm already so happy with everything that I've seen so far, but we still have this one last jam to go. It's going to be a power start in favor of the A-listers.
It's a power start for the A-listers, number 79, Little Regulator on the jam line.
We're underway with this last jam, folks. Little Regulator getting some help. She's going to be out, and she's going to be your lead jammer. Going to the A-listers.
Angel City fans explode with happiness as Little Regulator flying around the track trying to catch up to a lightning fast pack. Step to the inside, Little Regulator gets her skate kicked out from under her, but able to get through for 5 in the sky. That's a grand slam. Death down under, back on the track and engaged with the pack. Here comes Little Regulator to the inside.
Very intense moments right here. Little Regulator trying to fight her way through. Jumps that inside Apex, calls that one off.
Calls off the jam.
Unofficial score.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stay off the track until we get an official score.
Feel free to line up on those outside lines to get some high fives. Unofficially, though, we got A-listers 176, Spartans 175. We'll update you when we get an official score. Again, that was a great move on that inside line by Regulator, doing that little hop, getting over that apex, scoring those points. Calling that one off. It was great.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is a final score. The Angel City A-listers 176. The FoCo Spartans 175.
Again, let's give it up for these JRDA teams. They just put on a great show for all of you. They put on a great show for me, I know. I was very excited, very into this game. It was a great back and forth battle. A-listers managed to fight off that lead that the Spartans had on them, and going into that halftime, they managed to turn it around, adjusted what they needed to, and came out with a win on that one.
No quitting by either one of these teams as they put in their heart and souls on the track. A-listers able to get one more point on the scoreboard at the end of the time period. Big round of applause for Angel City. Be proud, folks from Colorado. Make some noise, clap your hands, and stomp your feet for the Fort Collins FoCo Spartans.
All right, coming up next here on track 3, starting at 4 o'clock, is going to be Rocky City versus Terminal City. Again, that's going to be here on track 3. We've got Derby going on track 2 and track 1. You can't get away from Derby if you wanted to. It's going all the time. Just walk back and forth amongst these tracks. Feel free to thank all of these NSOs and officials for making all this happen.
Ladies and gentlemen, apparently we have a pretty nice downpour of rain happening outside, so if your car windows are slightly ajar or open, you might want to check on that. We're going to give up the microphone for a little bit. I remain Captain Motorboater alongside my partner, Ramon.
Yes, again, thank you all for coming. Thank you all for being here at 2016 Big O.